All right. What's up, my good people? It is your girl, Mitch Gaming, and we're officially live today for the Kenya PUBG Mobile series. That is, what's this? We are today having Group A and Group C playing together. And if you're here in the live stream, karibu sana. Make sure to hit that sub button, like, and share. Because leo, as usual, violence itakuwa kama kawaida. And you know how it's been going. I mean, watu wamekuwa kifinyana vibaya tena sana. But then looking at the map rotations there, we have the games rotating from the first game being Rondo. And the second, all right, just give me a second. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, poleni sana. But of course, looking at the map rotations there, we'll be having the games rotating from the first game being Rondo. Second and third game will be Erangel. Fourth and fifth game will be having Miramar. So I cannot wait to see what the teams will be doing, because today it is day 3 and we have Group A and Group C playing. A couple of good teams we have seen there from day 1. We have seen Group C playing yesterday. That was their first day actually. And they showed us very interesting rotations. I mean, we had teams getting all the way to 115 points. I believe that is the team that goes by the name Brutal Psychers. Yani walionyesha what to dust. And if I'm being honest, kama uko umejipanga when you came to play KPL, that is something you should have expected, because some teams like the Brutal Psychos have been playing for a while, but Kumbuka, Group A had not played just yet. But if you can look at the current standings, Group A had only done their 5 matches. So today, a team like Rescue Esports will be adding 10 of 5 games to be 10. A team like Rush Esports will be adding 5 more games there to be 10. So videos are quite very interesting. As you can see from the overall ranking, most of the teams are literally every single side, apart from where they're supposed to be. Yani vitu zimeendelea vile zinafaa kuwa. Watu wamepigana. The violence has been real. We have seen the real OGs when it comes to KPL. But now, when the first game of the night is about to begin, that is Rondo, I cannot wait to see how the teams are going to be performing. But other than that, how are you guys feeling? How's everyone doing in that comment section? Just give me a second. I cannot see your charts. I'm trying to open that, so just give me a while. Steam ilikuwa nataka kunisalamu alaikum, but haikunisalamu alaikum, so we can be happy about that. But for now, let's have a quick look at the game and see how it goes. So far so good. I think the audio is outside the screen. Give me a second. Rajesh, please do not mention my Doan. At all costs, do not mention Doan. I have not shared the live stream link. Bro, today I was panicking the lights are gonna go out, but excuse me, but they did not. So let's see what we're going to be expecting. Group A, Group C, you have seen the teams that are participating. You have seen that, of course, you're going to be having a lot of teams trying to prove their worth. When it comes to KPL, I mean, Brutal Cycles, they're hitting 115 points. That says a lot. I mean, yeah. Let me tell you something, brother. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting night here for the teams playing in tonight's game. It's going to be a very hard time. But of course, if you're already there in the comment section on YouTube, karibu tena sana. I hope you have hit that like button. I hope you have shared the live stream link. And of course, if you have not yet left a comment, make sure to do that. But then I have TikTok team, they're taking on a fight. So let's see what TikTok team is up to, because already we can see some fights happening there on their side. So let's go where TikTok team is. RC as well is engaging, and they have a fight on their side. Okay, let's see what's really happening here. A couple of numbers are getting dropped there for RC. Yesterday, eliminations. 20, guys. Msidhani ni rahisi kupata 20 eliminations, by the way. They got 20 eliminations to their name, and not only 20 eliminations, they got a chicken dinner with that. So far, so good. I think RC is feeling good about their odds right now. But we have seen some teams, they're having a hard time trying to catch up in terms of their results. They have been pushed down and down. And remember, some teams are not even played all their games. 20 teams in the lobby. We're going to be expecting a lot of intense fights. And if I'm being honest, Tuko hapa could witness the violence. Now, we'll just take it as okay? Beautiful space they are coming from TikTok Elzan. Yesterday, TikTok Elzan was actually able to wipe out the team that is Mkali's team, 44 Ganush, by himself. Kama ulihata here, do not worry. The live, you can watch the live again, of course, here on YouTube. So make sure you do that. Watch it from YouTube. Give me a second. I'm just trying to make sure I can see the comments. Bro, leo comments that cheza na mimi, they keep on going off. I need to chat with you guys, okay? So make sure to comment there in the comment section. As usual, I'm gonna engage. You know me very well. Engaging is a talent. So yes, we are officially live. Good start. Yes, I can see the comment section now. Let's go. So U7, another team that gave us a very interesting start of the night yesterday. But then today, I mean, next generation is giving U7 a hard time. 3 of their teammates eliminated. Luckily for them, is saying it will be able to get that recall. But the thing is this, NXG just passed by where he is, and they did not take him out. Deadly Clan in the game as well, doing some very illegal stuff. They're getting eliminations, and I want to see how that is going. But but as you can see now, MTF, they're actually going against the Colmies. Already one of their teammates there, Maki, has been taken back to the legal as well, goes down on his knees, and 2 of the players remain standing, Immortal and Fishery. Bro, what's that name? Let's look what's happening here on the side for 44. Ganush Mkali does get knocked and thirsted. They will be going in for that, which is spray is coming from the high ground that is on top of that roof. And of course, he has that airsoft K to back up his movements. He wants to go in for that push. Prime Esports team ya kupush vile unataka, my friend. But let's see, I mean, Hakim is also good at the game there. 44 Ganush players have not disappointed so far. Even though yesterday, the double mirror Mars, they were the first eliminated. Hakim there does beat the first one, takes down the second one. But I mean, Prime Esports player Freak does come into that save, and he will save his teammate. Now Sukuna has the revive there on Mkali and Hakim. Hapo kidogo walikuwa fumble. And sijui angewaambia lakini walikuwa fumble. But I mean, it is what it is there. But we have TikTok team there. Zeli is down on his knees. Elzan and Yerank are also there. They're trying to get their eliminations. Timothy Curie in the comment section. How are you feeling today, Timothy? Looking good for you. Make sure, guys, you share the live stream link. If you're yet to do so, I forgot to share it. And I'm sure there are people waiting because I told them I'll share the link and I forgot that. But if you can do that for me, guys, if you're watching the live stream, share in your PUBG Mobile Kenya communities. Make sure to share the live stream link that they can join us tonight for Group A and Group C. The so far TikTok esports, there are 4 eliminations to their name. Deadly Clan making their rotations. Yesterday, Deadly did not get a lot of points. All right, sorry about that. So Deadly Clan, I think Deadly Clan tonight is going to give us a comeback. Now, Ajua Vizuri tena sana. They tend to give us very interesting plays coming from their side, especially if they take their time. But as you can see what's happening to TikTok team there, Zeli has been taken down, knocked and thirsted. Elzan being the last person standing here. I think your rank is going for that recall. So let's see what their plan is going to be. I told you Elzan Jana, Lisa Fisher team, that was 44 and Ganush. But now this time around, they will be going against CG3 and INHAIL Tempo. Now, INHAIL Tempo, they gave Rush Esports the worst day when it came to day 1. They had their 20 eliminations. But when they were about to get that chicken dinner, well, Fanuele Kitu, and they went back to lobby. But yes, I quashed to Rush Esports. Now will come come back stronger, and that is exactly what happened there. So far so good. We're yet to see anything happening just yet. Most of the teams there are playing a little bit safe. Most of them are not really engaging just yet, but Rex squad Pale, we have a couple of knocks on their sides. Let's go where Rex team is as of now. Already D's Nuts is down on his knees. They will be getting that revive. And it seems like they were able to get that clutch happening. Now, when you look at the safe zone, it is closing in. Teams are officially going into that very dangerous blue zone. S&T, Simba is down. The fights are actually happening where they are. INHAIL Tempo is getting a couple of knocks there. They're still in that blue zone. Yani Paliwali Landia, they're still there. And they do not want to move a muscle just yet. INHAIL Tempo's cry has to be careful. CG3 Esports watching the fight. S&T receiving the strays. And they seem to be taking on a fight as well. And next is losing numbers. I'm telling you, kamoja jipanga, yalla. What? The knocks are connecting in every single side? What? But I mean, that is expected. I mean, sometimes when you look at the game, some people just tend to take on a little bit of the early fights, and they get to be on that losing side. So siezi walaumu, but if I'm being honest, wachana na vita ya mapema. It is not worth it. Looking at INHAIL Tempo, they're losing numbers into that blue zone. Not a good look for them. They should probably make it into that safe zone. CG3 losing numbers. Bone, Kazuma, they need to get the revive. Mbona wamebaki in their zone? They should be like teams like Prime Esports bana. But they will have a push there. One of the teammates does actually get that knock, and the next has to be very much careful because the numbers are looking a bit short on their side. INHAIL Tempo player that is East is also spotted. Beautiful sprays there. It does get him down. Of course, they will be confirming that, and my friend there will be taken back to lobby. Next Mike and the teammates holding it down, waiting. 44 Ganush. The fight is finally happening. Sukuna is down. Hakim and Mkali need to get the backup happening here. I mean, Tommy, Shelby, Mbona Kofia iko nje. Is this a glitch? Bro. Anyway. Maybe Nikofia Mkali kona glitch, siwezi elewa. But as you can see what's happening here, most of the teams are getting exposed to some fights. Wacha nikwambie sasa, jana watu walicheza game and the pressure was so high that I mean some teams did not even believe that is them getting eliminated hivyo. Lakini usijali, Group A, Group C, we have very strong teams playing. Kuna wale wabaya, wale wa. And by the time we get into that final zone, you will see why they are called Wale Wabaya. Alright, so Call Me Esports, they already one of the teammates. Mafia does get knocked and thirsted. We have MTF, Call Me Legal, gatekeeping them. But who's gatekeeping the other? Who's gatekeeping the other, by the way? Who's gatekeeping the other? Kenny? So where's Younger? Where's IGL? IGL. Is IGL playing today? IGL, let me see. I didn't check. IGL is in. IGL is in. Okay. So IGL is still in the building. I think Zuldan is an IGL fan. So IGL is still in the building. They're still getting their groove on. MTF, they're getting to engage against RC. Jana Pale last game, I don't know what happened. They gendered the duo and the fight did not go according to their plans there. But we can see they seem to be going in for that push. MTF Esports, you are cooked because right now Pedro is going in for that push. The sprays will be looking magnificent. And we have another one from RC coming from the back, but the third priority from the Call Me Esports. Swashi does go down. Smokes does get a knock on Rashiano. You have to be careful when you're pushing a team, my friend. You don't just go open right like that, yeah? But then we have Pedro there cooking up a grenade. Is it gonna be a Kobe? Will it be demolishing? MTF demolish. The nade actually gets good damage on our friend here. Another nade is getting cooked up there. If it goes well, it's gonna be a Kobe. Pedro changes his position, but then that doesn't stop him from cooking up a grenade. Might just be a second Kobe here. MTF team, be careful because Pedro seems to be on a spree with those grenades. They're going in. No one is getting knocked just yet. This is what it's supposed to be, and we have the teams they're getting knocked. Another nade also actually looking good, but then Pedro wants to take on a weapon. MTF by himself. He has the house of Kane. He's on there. Smokes getting that Bertin. A beautiful spray there. It does get shot. Metro goes low. And we have him going in for that push, and Smokes gets smoked out with that S12K. And the teammates from MTF, they're trying to get the revive on Demolish. Fedro immediately goes in for that push. But Shelby says, hey, mate. Sit down and behave, all right? And well played there with an S12K. And now let's go to where we have Rex Squad, because ukiangalia your side, Rex Squad is actually having a groove there. They are getting some knocks on their side, eliminating teams while at it. But it's not as easy as it looks. I'm telling you, one thing is for sure. You have to ensure that you are the one leading when it comes to those pushes, those fights. If you're not the one, it's gotta be a good one. But let's see what's happening here. The zone is rotating. Teams are getting exposed there to third-party fights. And looking at a player that is Mkali and the teammate. A grenade. What? Logic just naded himself. But let's see what Mkali's team is up to there. Sprays are coming in quite hot. Sukuna and the teammates going in for that push. Hakim has to be very much careful. Prime Esports is already. It's Prime there. Mkali does go big, beautiful reflexes there coming from Mkali. But he'll be going in for that push. He knows the time is nigh. And yes, Mkali does get damaged there. He tries to get away. But the players from Prime Esports say not today, Mkali. Tommy Shelby has to go back to lobby. Hakim, they're trying to get this raise. The damage is quite good on Hakim and Sukuna. Their HPs are quite low. Prime Esports, they want to go in for that push. A beautiful grenade coming from Sukuna. But then that nade doesn't really get a knock just yet. Prime Esports taking their time. The rotation is also taking the time. But no one is getting knocked just yet. Sukuna goes down. And Prime Esports, the push will finally be happening. There's S12K. His teammate Ethan going in for that push on that side there. He wants to go in for that push. And we have a Prime Esports player, Ethan, eliminating 44 Ganush. Well, just like that, we have teams, they have been eliminated, 11 teams still standing. And I can tell you for a fact, it is not as easy as it sounds there. We can still see some fights happening right in front of us. Some of the teams, they are getting knocked. KP45 just gets ported. Bakugo, the spray is not looking good. Habibi, let's go back to trading grounds or not. But then we have Bakugo there. The teams have somehow been able to manage at least a couple of knocks. And Fast NXG, where there is a team on their right that is Team Secret. We have Sports, I think that is him there coming in from the back. He wants to creep in on that third party play. But if that third party play doesn't work out, I don't know. If it doesn't work out, then that is going to be GG's. So right now we have the teams that is from Team Secret. We have them making their way into that safe zone. Rush Esports literally in front of them. A grenade. SNT does go down. But as you can see, them there and the teammates are trying to get closer. Team Secret literally in front of them. And someone might just be encountering a fight. The players are looking good. They're on deadly. Zaki needs to do something about that spray. It doesn't really connect just yet. U7 been pushed by Deadly Clan. Gojo trying to go in for that push. The players from U7, they are getting exposed. They are not lucky. Prime was on the back there, but we have Namich. I told this guy, Niona, you may attend. Bono Mejita Namich. Who is Namich Buana? But as you can see, the nade there is getting hooked up there. Might just be a Kobe. U7 has to be very much careful. Grenades are looking good. Deadly Dead going in for that push. U7 holding now. They're deadly dead. You need to get closer to your teammates. But Namich there does a good job. Does get enough there. Hero coming from the back there. Beautiful reflex from there. Defensive again. But then that's his smoke, my friend. It actually doesn't stop him from taking that player out. Our Team Secret making their rotations. Prime Esports have been spotted on the side there. They're getting knocked. Next is giving Prime Esports a hard time. We know Prime Esports were having a good game. But then kwa leo, kwa sasa, ni kugumu. Sio vile kunaenda. Deadly Clan there goes in for that push. They seem to be getting eliminations on their side. But is it going to be an easy fight here? I'm not really sure about that. But then Team Secret is also going in for that push. We can see players getting closer. MTF losing numbers. Team Secret, Deadly Clan. The fight will be happening there. Prime Esports getting sprays on their side. I mean, Next is actually giving them a hard time deciding if they are going to survive this fight or not. A lot of things are happening towards the side of Prime Esports. But no one will be going back into that zone because Prime Esports right now is having a hard time. I am actually interested to see what Team Secret will be up to. Now that they know that Deadly Clan is right in front of them, they know there's a team that is about to close in on them, and we want to see how this is going to transfer. Rexco, their grenades are getting cooked up. 1,000 Aura are getting a grenade there towards Naruto. If that nade goes well, it might just be a Kobe, but then Team Secret on the other side there is getting a push. One of the teammates from Deadly has been able to knock a player from Team Secret. Let's see how this is transparent actually. But Team Secret is not having an easy time right now. Rex Squad as well. Next Naruto and the teammates giving them a hard time. This place is crowded. Kama huko kwa nyumba, salama alaikum. But IGL, they are making their rotations. Rex Squad trying to get some space towards IGL. The distraction there might just be Rex Squad's downfall. Team Secret is also losing numbers. The GG's to Team Secret. You can see what's happening there. The losing players are getting knocked and fasted. Prime Esports, they need to make their rotation into that safe zone. But Mambo hayaendi vile inafaa kuenda. Everything is just going wrong. But so far, so good. Rex Squad is there. We have them making their rotations. I'm not sure about Rex Squad surviving this. But as you can see, the zone is actually favoring them. Bakugo is making that very wide rotation, trying to locate other teams. But I don't think that rotation will be working out for now because there's no one on that side just yet. We have Deadly Clan. These nuts, they're getting... Rex Squad, 2 of the players, they have been knocked. And I believe IGL, Kido, and the teammates will be pushing that knock. 2 players been down from Rex Squad. That should be enough for the IGLs to go in for that push. And they finally go on the aggression side. They know that revive is taking place. Pre-fires coming from Rex Squad. But then IGL Espero goes in for that push. Escort that's good. Does try to do something there. But then IGL does surround Rex Squad there. But then the off angle from Bakugo does give them that fighting chance there. Next Mike coming in again. Yo. That off angle from Rex Squad actually paid off, and we have the teammates there from Rex surviving. Only one guy, that is 1,000 Aura. But then for you, Uzi, 99k, you have to be very much careful. FPP with an nest of K. The push is finally happening there. The pre-fires are beautiful, but the FPP actually did not pay off. My friend Bakugo does do some magic there, and he takes on the last player from IGL. Now Prime Esports trying to make their way into that safe zone. Ethan does get spotted, and he gets knocked there outside the zone. A very unfortunate situation for a friend there, but I mean that does happen as well. But as you can see, Prime Esports freak there being COVID, and they'll be going back to lobby. Rex Squad still standing. Watu wako na fujo bwana. But of course, this is expected when it comes to the KPL games. You can see what the teams are up to. I don't know why next Yahya, I think that is Yahya, I think, is very far away from his teammates. But I don't know why. But let's see how the sprays are going to be happening there. We have the players from Rex Squad are getting pushed there by Mike SOK from this is what? I thought it was 1,000 IQ, but it's Ulfura, bro. I don't know how to say the name there, but as you can see, Rex Squad, they have been able to go away from that fight. They will be surviving that just for now. And you have next match, they are being pushed by the players from the clan. Namich and the teammates, they are able to get on the players from next. 2 of them are down. Yeah, he is very far away from his teammate. I still don't understand why he went that far away when he could have just stayed with the team and helped them. But they only got 1 knock, that is Manu. And seems like Deadly Clan finally came back with that comeback. It is not looking good for anyone right now. We have next year here, they are going to SLK does get the first player down from Rex Squad, taking Bakugo all the way back to lobby. The player with a very hard name that I cannot say from Rex Squad is still standing, and we might just be seeing the player from next going in for that push. I mean, he was able to get a knock on Deadly. He will be giving him time. He will be letting him take on those knocks, but I believe this is going to be a very hard time there from Rex Squad. Deadly has the number. Gojo is going to make the rotations. Pre-fires from Yahya, but then they don't really connect just yet. My friend doesn't actually has 3 grenades. If you can just use your grenades. If you can just use your grenades. Ona sasa kidogo jichome. Sorry about that. But let's see what next we'll be up to. Yeah, here there will be having some grenade being cooked up when it comes to Deadly Clans push there, and Mitch has to be very much careful as well. But let's see their POV and let's see what their plan is, because ukiangalia sahi it seems like they are in the middle of a fight. So let's see. So far so good. I don't see anyone taking on any fight. Then have a push there. Yahya got that knock on Gojo, but Deadly Clan has the numbers, and next we'll be going back to lobby. So just like that, the game 1 is officially done in Rondo. Finally, Deadly Esports gets a chicken dinner, and not only a chicken dinner, but they get 16 eliminations with that chicken dinner. Second place, you have next with a total of how many eliminations? 11 eliminations. What? Oh, 13? Damn, I didn't see this 3. 13 eliminations to their name. In third place, their Rex squad. They have a total of 13 eliminations. Fourth, you have Prime with 6. 5, you have Team Secret. 4, 6, you have IGL. 3, 7, MTF. 6, 8, you have U7. 3, 9, you have Rush Esports. 5, 10, you have NXG. With 3, 11, you have SNT 1. 12, you have INHAIL Tempo 5. 13, we have 44 Ganush 2. 14, Call Me 0. 15, CG3 3. 16, we have TYC 1. 17, RC 0. 18, NGX 0. 19, TikTok Esports at 4. And at 20, we have Snjagi 1. Going a lot with 8 eliminations. Quick break, and then we'll be right back after the break to see how the teams will be performing after this first game. For now, let's take a quick break. Just make sure to like, share, and sub, and I'll be seeing you guys in a few. BRB. All right. Well, we are back and we are going into that second game of the night. I mean, we have seen what the teams from Group A and Group C are up to. Jana, on Friday, we were here. We watched Group A and B. Jana took on Group B and C, and we can say for a fact that most of the teams, especially Group A, they seem to be looking towards that goal of moving the teams from Group B when you're slots zao kwa juu. If you don't get what I'm saying, watch it tuangalia overall standing again and see what I mean. So when you look at the overall ranking right now, we have Brutal Psychos is leading, right? But Rush Esports there, even though they were not able to get a chicken dinner, they actually did play well. They got some couple of eliminations to their name, but game kidogo kakata and they went back to lobby a little bit too early, which is totally fine. They have at least 4 more games to go, and then now we can see where the teams are going to be standing by the end of the games. And as you can see from this second page, teams like Undead, 44 Ganush, TYCOONZ Esports, SANATAN, that is SNT, Next Generation, NGX Esports, F1 Esports. These teams have a chance of doing better, but for some reason, they have not yet gotten their team. Secret is also playing today, Deadly Esports as well, Call Me Esports, MTF Esports, Ultra Legends. All Ultra Legends is done, but all these other teams are playing. When it comes to today's games, they are playing the 5 more games. So far, we can say that some of the teams are actually really doing well. Then kuna zile zina hustle kidogo, kuna zile zina sumbuana. But if you're watching here and you have not hit that sub button, please go ahead and hit that sub button. If you haven't shared the live stream link yet, please go ahead and share the live stream link, because acha nikuambie kama hujaiona the best teams in Kenya playing PUBG Mobile. Well, for today, I will literally invite you myself and say karibu sana kwenye KPL Chapter 1, and we are beginning afresh, and we cannot wait to see how you guys are going to perform in. But of course, as we talk about this, I'd like to tell you about an upcoming tournament that we're still going to be doing. It's called the Sub-Saharan Africa Clash. It will not have any reg fee. You'll just register, direct, and play. So I hope to see a lot of Kenyan teams participating. Azabu, it's going to be a chance for you guys to practice. Asa, I'm still embarrassed. Mkwena skills, okay? So that when major big tournaments come, we can have a lot of Kenyan teams participating and then representing Kenya in that global stage. Anyway, let's see how this plays out. If I'm being honest, we are going into that second game of the night. Erangel is about to get locked in. Come on, Ajua, how Erangel goes. You know the flow of the intensity once the games progress. So make sure to lock in. Make sure to hit that sub button, like if you haven't shared, and go ahead and enjoy as much as you can. For now, watch out in your game. Naya Kasta and at Kunya Maj. All right, we are back like we never left. So let's lock in and see what we're going to be expecting when it comes to today's games. Looking at the flight path, it's coming from Milta Power all the way to Georgetown. And Kuta Wakamoto, guys. Kuta Wakamoto. I mean, challenges are still ongoing. Back-to-back chicken dinners. They do get you 400 Kenya shillings. If you get basically a triple chicken dinner, you get yourself 500 Kenya shillings. So I hope all the teams are locking in, because if you are not, then Habibi, you're going to be having a hard time surviving throughout the games. Well, it's a very interesting night for KPL. It is the last day for the week 1 in group stage, and we still have teams that have not yet yet performed their best. They're still trying to catch up, and we have no problem with that. Just make sure you hustle it out and get as many eliminations as possible. So let's go ahead and check out the games. Okay, locked in. Let's go. So far the teams have gone to land where they find the most comfortable. Looking at the team like 44 and Ganesh have found their way in hospital, but around hospital they're not the only team. You can see U7 going around the edges there. We have IGL Esports also going towards Georgetown. They're just taking their time trying to land around Georgetown. We also have a team here that is Rex Squad. Also in Georgetown we have Nex also getting to enjoy Rozok, but they have to be careful because there is a team literally in front of them, that is CG3 Esports, and they can actually hear the team that is literally in front of them. We might be seeing early fight, and we have Flown Jiro. They are being pushed there by the players of CG3. Akona Honey Badger, mbono una paniki. The Honey Badger is so good and very damaging. Oh my days. And you have Flown Jiro. They are being knocked and thusted. Next Mike, next Yahya. All of them are very far out away from their teammates, but we have Mike there closing in. I think Mike should be a little bit careful with that. I don't think that's possible. Nimekunywa maji. Oh my days, guys. I didn't say global. I didn't say it, but then we have a beautiful spray there from Mike. Like an AKM inaweza kuembarrass. I've been there, done that there, but oh, no way, Kazuma. I think Kazuma will not be going on with the game right now. As you can see, Mike there has able to get at least a knock on Kazuma, and we can see a push there finally happening. The teammate there that's going for that push. My friend, you do not push an AKM like that. You might just be seeing a single player that is next. Mike taking on a wipe on a CG3 Esports. He's trying to get the thirst here on the knocked player. He is trying to go away. He's trying to hide from getting thirsted, but he gave up and decided to let go and let God do the rest. But so far so good right now. We have next Esports going in for that push. CG3 Bone running away. Brother. Oh wow, that is gonna be a good time here for next Esports. They're enjoying, they're getting their eliminations a little bit too early in the game if you ask me, but hiyo ni kawaida ya tournament. Hiyo ni very much kawaida ya tournamenti. But let's get a groove on. Let's see how the teams are going to be performing. Most of the teams are making their rotations. TikTok Esports are playing around Milta, playing it a little bit safe there. Team 22 in Milta Power, Baba Hakim and the likes are in the game. Ace Jaggi. We have a Joker, and we also have a Lak also in the game, holding it very tight, and they are not ready to let go just yet. So we have the teams there from let me see. Okay, TYCOONZ Esports is still holding in. Okay. CG3 Esports seems like Nex was able to wipe them out, and CG3 Esports will be going back slowly, a little bit too early in the game. Ay, Nimbaya, Harun, Nimbaya. Guys, you've never asked yourself, mbona sichezangi KPL mi wanaicast tu? We. Kwa hii side yenye na watch nayo siku rahisi, ni kugumu. We, huwa naona vile teams zinakazana. I ask myself, can I survive in such a lobby? And the answer is probably yes. As long as I can camp, I think I can very much survive in KPL. Don't worry about me. But then you have NXT there getting the SNT. Team Secret, they are trying to go away. Naomi has to be very careful. If that shot lands, kijana atatoka kwa gari vibaya tena sana. But he's lucky to have survived that, and he will be avoiding that fight for now. But my friend has to be very much careful. Otherwise, he will be on the losing side when it comes to the overall ranking of this game. So far, so good. That zone is about to close in. 44 Ganush. We have there Hakim, Sukna, Mkali, and Got Mahiri. Wewe, Mkali, what is Mahiri doing in your team? Huh? What is Mahiri doing in your team? Mkali, what is happening? But then you have a push there. 44 Ganush will be actually encountering that is the team MTF, and you can see them passing by there with the vehicle. Sukuna is also getting the scouting happening there. He's aware that someone is there. He spots them, gets his sprays in, but Smokes will be surviving that just for now. They have to be very much careful. I think 44 Ganush might be looking to go in for that push. Mkali and the teammates, they have been able to make the rotation. Got Mahiri goes in for that push. Grew to the phone, shouting as well. The sprays are connecting. Sukuna is also getting knocked there But of course, Mahiri does get knocked and thusted, and it does not go easy. Once you push a team, you have to be very much careful. And MTF squeeze wameiva game, my guys. MTF wameiva game. We have Kali's team, they're passing by. Ukiketi vibaya. What? Look at Mkali, his HP. Who is that spray master? Oh, it's demolished. And the push is finally happening there. MTF Esports getting closer. Mkali aware that they're trying to go in for that push. Smokes literally everywhere. But then MTF are coming with that push. Mkali has to be very much careful. Beautiful sprays in the Bison. He does get the fast player down. Takes him back to lobby immediately. Mkali, on the other hand, does get demolished by none other than MTF. Demolish. Niliwaambia siku rahisi. Siku rahisi. Siku rahisi. If you have never trained. But usione team ya Mkali ni rahisi, guys. Msione hiyo team ni rahisi. Akina Nganudhi si rahisi. Aya, mimi ndio nawaambia. It's not easy. It's not easy. Deadly Clan, they seem to be taking on a fight. Rush Esports taking on an early fight. They are taking on a Deadly Clan. So let's go and see what's really happening there. SNT as well is in the game, taking on a fight. But for Rush Esports, they have the numbers. They're getting the eliminations. SNT are getting knocked there by one of the players from NXG. And of course, SNT will be going back to lobby. Omega will be making sure of that. So for now, Rush Esports can actually third party this fight. And they actually are. Jana, they got themselves, not Jana, Friday, they got themselves 20 eliminations. 21 actually. And if they want to, they can actually do the same right now when it comes to game 2 in Erangel. Like in the CRIC. Listen to Mitch. Siraisi. Menya naambia Siraisi. Call Me Esports there by the school apartments. We have Nexa passing by their sprays on Immortal. And Call Me Immortal will be going down. Immediately they notice that you can see Yahya making his rotation going towards Call Me Legal. Because right now they're about to break the law. And the only person who's going to stop them right now is Call Me Legal. A grenade is about to be cooked up there. If it goes well, it's going to be a Kobe. One of the teammates might just get become a casualty. But that is no longer the case there. We have the teammates getting closer. Shotgun to his face. And my friend Call Me Legal will be going back to lobby on next shotgun. Yo! Niliwaambia siku rahisi mnadhani ni Josk. You think it's a Josk? Playing KPL? Nikubaya. Siku rahisi. I tell you. Siku rahisi. But then so far, we have teams, they are making their rotations. I mean, BMGs, that is TYC, they're still surviving quite strong. They're not exposed yet to any fights. 15 teams still in the game. That means at least 5 teams have already been eliminated. Mapema kidogo, because you can see Mkali's team 44 Nganush, CG3 Esports, Call Me's, and also SNT, they have been taken back to lobby. Mapema kidogo, but of course sometimes it happens. Maybe walichukua fight haikuwa ichukuliwe mapema yote, but for now we have a team, they are making their rotations, and they might just be encountering the INHAIL tempo, and we have a rotation there happening. TYCOONZ Esports, okay, they are going away. I thought they might be going in for that push. Watu wapigane, msiogopane bana. Do not be scared. The only person you should be scared, mwenye unafaa scared, the person is supposed to be scared when you hear their name, is Mitch. If you see me in a lobby, I beg, just run away. Run away. Because you will suffer, Mitch will swallow you. Red Squad, they are going towards Prime Esports. Quick there, gets a knock on Remontada, and you can see the teams, they're getting closer. Bakugo, of course, has actually feared that push, because as you can see, oh, beautiful flank there. But then Prime Bond will be coming in from the back. The spray is actually good. The player there might just actually get knocked. Prime Freak down on his knees there. Primes are getting knocked and thusted easily. D's Nuts there is very much low, and Bad is the only person being able to go in for that push. D's Nuts very much low, trying to heal up there. A Bison in his hand. He finally has the HP back up. Bad has to be careful. The numbers are good on the side of Rex Squad, and we have the player going down on his knees there. Vaughn has to be careful as well. D's Nuts Then the teammate going in for that push. The first one goes down, but luckily they have Bakugo on their back, and Rex Code will be surviving. Lakini Vijana, that play was not good esports play. Why would you do that and get your teammates knocked at random, literally in the open, when enemy team can sport you third party? Not a good fight to engage in, but luckily for Rex Code, Bakugo was there, and Bakugan Roar ability card. Bro, I'm so old. Anyway, Rush Esports still in that game. They're playing it safe for them. Team Secret as well is in the building. Now Team Secret hawataki kuwacha hiyo maneno. Team Secret is still standing. I actually want to know, Prime Esports, who are these players? I need to know, because Prime Esports tangu Friday wameleta stress huku nje. Wameleta stress. Acha nisiongee. PTSD ni mbaya. I'm telling you, ni mbaya. Hiyo maneno hatutaki, ni mbaya. But of course, if you are not ready and you play in a competitive lobby, sometimes things don't go as planned. IGLs, they have been engaged in a fight. Already one of the teammates, that is Uzi, is down. Kido, they're trying to get some spray, some cover. But then Naruto and the teammates actually have a really good position. They can easily get that knock. They're thirsty on Uzi, and they will not be able to stop it. Naruto tumia gun. What is that, man? What is that? So IGLs, they have a couple of fans there in the comment section looking for IGL. But if I'm being honest, IGL today I'm not doing like they did day one. Day one walikuwa na vurugu. Day one walikuwa na violence. But then when it comes to today, ni kama game kidogo imeshuka. But I mean, ni game ya pili. Who are we to judge? We are not gonna judge you, but please take your time, pick your fight wisely, pick the team you want to go against, and then do it correctly. Yeah, cheza kama Mitch. Yeah, you gotta do what I do. Either you camp or you engage. Maneno ni mawili. Rush Esports, they're taking on a fight. I'm gonna go there real quick and see what's happening there. Next, Mike is down on his knees, and next Yahya, you can't see the players are going for that push. Gas is very much low. The player goes down, and we have an aggression there. But then luckily for 911, the HP on Mike was quite low. Otherwise, Rush Esports pia wangeenda lobby. Vijana, please, guys, take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Please, take your time. All right, so let's see what's going to be happening here. We have TYCOONZ Esports making their rotations around the game here. We might just be seeing them taking on a fight against the Team Secret. I don't know about Team Secret, if I'm being honest. Again, another team that I expected a lot of good plays coming from them. But when it comes to now KPL, this chapter, it seems like they're having a hard time trying to catch up and get their skills going. We have NXG. Oh. Baba Hakim wamefinywa, sindio? I can somehow not see them. Team 22. Oh, they're here. Wamefinya watu. Okay, Baba Hakim. All right. Baba Nani is working, He's working. So the zone is about to shift there. We might be seeing teams have been forced to go across that bridge and maybe engage in some bridge campers. But for now, it seems like most of them are using the boat there. Shakuru 14 a team, beautiful spraying. But then again, the player is still getting away, getting into that, I'm sure. But as you can see, Shakuru is not stopping there. The spray is actually quite stable. TYCOONZ Esports is on the spotlight there, beautifully sprayed. And you have the fast player going down, that is BMT Big Man. They do not stop there. Shakur still trying to get the sprays there towards TYCOONZ Esports. They need to get moving. They need to smoke up the place, and they need to change their position right now. Otherwise, U7 Esports is also a little bit close to where they are. Luckily for them, U7 is playing a sort of a passive gameplay right now, so they will not be going in for that push just yet. They will be waiting for a while before anything happens. Let's see. Let me see. Baba Hakim. Baba Hakim tumemsifu kidogo akapatikana. And you have Rush Esports going in for that push. Joker has to be very much careful. TYCOONZ Esports is still losing numbers there to NGX. They seem to be having a fight there, and I really want to see what's going on there, because this Vita is not to Peter. But as you can see, two of the teammates, they have already been knocked and thirsted, and TYCOONZ Esports will be able to get at least some revive before the other teammates from NXG get closer. They need to smoke up the place and get more moving. U7 Esports, sijui mbona U7 anacheza slow hivi. Shida ni gani? Ama ni mimi? Is it me? Or are they playing slow? Hakuna cover? Why did the other guy not cover Prime Freak? Yeah, exactly. It was an open fight. Darwin. You don't take open fights. In an esports setting, an open fight is your enemy. But then Team Secret, they are passing by where we have Rush Esports, Hemo there with an amazing spray. But then he does get to knock, to basically hit something there while he tries to drive away. And as you can see, the player that is Joker is going to be exposed to Team Secret. But then he's not really engaging. His spray is actually good. He almost gets a knock there. But then my friend there is lucky and he goes away. Now it's going to be up to Joker to make it into that safe zone. The zone is closing in there. Rush, Chinese guy, also making his rotation. Team Secret right in front of him there. The rotation is not good, my friend. Someone might knock you from that buggy, but he's still moving around. He's not ready to let go. He knows what he's doing. He's just trying to create some tension. But for now, the zone will be the tension that is going to eliminate at least 3 teams before anything happens. BMG losing there. TYCOONZ Esports is losing numbers. Rush Esports needs to make their rotation. Guns, they're already making that lead. Wow! Bridge imefungwa. Bridge imefungwa. But by who? Okay, they left. Aya, walifunga bridge alafu wakaenda. Ala. Yani kulikuwa na watu washapanga mipango hapa. Mipango ya Sayuni. But then as you can see, Team 22 there easily be far off. The zone is about to get some good damage on this player. Rush Esports already making their rotations. They cannot make it on time because as you can see, the zone is about to close in. The damage from that zone will be very much haram. But of course, they're going to be taking their time. They do not want to engage in any fights just yet. INHAIL Tempo using the long way around, and they want to swim their way into that safe zone. So let's go where TikTok Esports is. Easy there has been able to get a knock. They're actually trying to go in for that push. Rush Esports player Guns makes it into that safe zone. But then TYCOONZ Esports, they will be sporting Guns. The sprays are looking good, but they're not able to knock him just yet. U7 in front of him. Guns is literally in the middle of a hot zone. He's getting shot from every single angle. And right now, Rexcode is happy with that spray because Rush Esports player Guns will be going back to lobby, an extra elimination to their number. Team 17 there, U7 Esports sporting TikTok Esports. The sprays are looking good. Guys, you need to watch out on Elzan. Elzan is a good player. Where? Akona damage. Chungu nzima. The guy is damaging very, very dangerously. Ajui jokes. Wow. But let's see what's going to be happening there. TikTok taking their time. Rotations will be happening there. Some damage on their end. On the back here, we still have NGX. Yeah, wali survive. Wangambaya. What the? Bro, guys, someone needs to stop me from saying that name. Mwenye alinifunza kitu siwezi kusamea. Ni nani Hashira? Nasea kwa shule preps. Kazi yake ilikuwa kusema tu Wangambaya. Anyway, so we have Team 17, U7. Now, I think they need to make the rotation. The zone is about to close in. Teams will be forced to go towards where TYCOONZ Esports is. Azali and the teammates trying to make the rotation. Beautiful sprays there. We have U7 being spotted. Let's have a better view of all this. The sprays are connecting. U7 making their rotations, and they'll be going towards the wreck squad. Bakugo chilling in that vehicle because he knows he's safe for now. I don't know, but I think he's going to be having a hard time. I mean, you cannot spray outside the hovercraft. All you need to do is get outside and then spray. So IGL making the rotations. U7 are getting spotted. Sprays literally everywhere, and we have a crash there, and literally IGL Kido literally serves Rex Code with an elimination. U7 Esports, they have been exposed there. They're trying to make their way into that safe zone. TikTok Esports, they are damaged as well. They're trying to move, they're trying to rotate, but it is not an easy task. As you can see, they're getting knocked one by one. TYC Esports are losing numbers. INHAIL Tempo, they're trying to make it into that safe zone, but it is not as easy as it looks. As you can see, numbers dropping every single side. Teams or players getting knocked, eliminated, and it's not stopping there just yet. TikTok Esports still on that spree. NGX needs to make it into that safe zone. TikTok says no, they're going to be waiting until they are getting those eliminations from them. NGX, I think it is wise to give the zone those eliminations if you are not sure about your way into that safe zone. But as you can see, they're using the smoke there to make the rotations. Unity getting the smoke thrown in very well. But of course, grenades. Oh, who's cooking up the nades on TikTok? Oh, let's see this side there. It seems like U7 is actually giving TikTok a hard time there. TikTok are getting grenades coming towards their side. They're actually getting closer. More grenades coming in there. I think they're from Unity, and it doesn't stop just yet. The nades are giving TikTok team a hard time. The zone is about to close in, but then luckily for them, they're in that zone. Another nade gets caught up here, but then TikTok Esports is still surviving. I mean, NGX. I don't know how NGX is surviving, guys. Make me understand. So Rex Squad is still in the game. Jogo is still swimming with the fish. Miss Diana Kukuina swim. But as you can see, TikTok Esports there is making their rotations, and they are ready to take on that fight. Yep, Guns was confused. Guns ata joined happy. U7, they are going in with a rotation. My friend, Guns tried that. Anaweza kuchapia story vile lobby imekauka, hata hakuna hata chai wala mandazi. Beautifully played Bakugo. Utaambia watu nini? Utaambia watu what? Because as you can see, that spray was perfection. NGX 777 Kelly does go down, and U7 Esports is also down in numbers. TikTok right now has the numbers, and for NGX only one man remains standing, and that is Unity Blaster. GG's. TikTok Akram, amazing rotations. So now U7 has only one player standing. He has to go against a TikTok team by himself. He's trying to smoke up the place. You can see TikTok Zayli, TikTok Akram, TikTok Easy. All these players are trying to go towards them. They're trying to get that push happening. But actually, let me tell you something, Minor. Let me tell you something. Hey, goddamn, there we go. And we will just be having that push happening there. U7, the player Hero, does get thirsted. And now it is up to Team 17 player U7, Ching Chong, to try and survive there. Akram, he does get the squeeze there. I mean, haya! Kijana kapitiwa juu. Wa! Na ikaishia hapo. Ikaishianga. In Hashira's wise words, Wanga mbaya. But then you go there, we have the game coming to an end. Game 2 in Erangel, and we have TikTok Esports getting themselves 5 eliminations to their name. And second place we have U72 eliminations. Third we have NGX 0. Fourth we have Rex Squad 11. 5 we have INHAIL Tempo 2. 6 we have TYCOONZ Esports 5. 7 we have IGL's 1. 8 we have Rush Esports 8. 9 you have MK with the 5. 10 you have Team Secret 0. 11 you have MTF 6. 12 you have NXG 4. 13 you have Next with 9. 14 you have Prime Esports 1. 15 Deadly Clan 0. 16 Call Me 0. 17 SNT 1. 18 we have 44 Nganosha 3. And 19 you have CG3 Esports with 1. Going a lot for this game. 5 eliminations. We have Rek Bakugo. Best companion with 4 skills. You have Rush 911. And then finisher with the final elimination. We have TikTok El Zan. Well, I believe that is it for game number 2 in Erangel. It has been nothing but an edgy game there. We were sitting by the edge of our seats and waiting to see which team will be giving us that chicken dinner. And let me tell you, Mina, TikTok did not disappoint. Well, I believe that is it for game number 2. For now, we'll be taking a very quick break, and then we'll be right back for game number 3. BRB. All right. Well, nani amespread hivi picha yake kwa profile? Mnataka kuona wadaku nyinyi? Anyway, guys, we are back again and we're going into the third game of the night, which is going to be a wrangle. And wacha ikuambie, watu wanacheza vile wanataka, si ndio? If you don't qualify, if you don't qualify, don't come looking for me, okay? Don't come looking for me. I'll be busy pushing Conqueror Europe. Yenye menlemea mpaka sahi. Anyway, we are just going to continue. I mean, we are now going again back to Erangel. It is that game of the night, and usually for the map rotation, we have Rondo, Erangel, then Miramar. So we are going back to Erangel, and we want to see how the teams are going to perform. Acha nikuambie, let me tell you something, mine. Ile dust iko huku ndani, hata mimi siwezi cheza KPL, nishawaambia mapema. Uzuri mimi sijaisema mimi ni pro, kaja tu nimeisema ni ukitaka kukua mnoma cheza kama mimi. Sijasema mimi ni pro, I'm just saying cheza kama mimi, unanyelewa? Camp, no one will ask you, right? But anyway, if you're new to the live stream, these are the KPL series game chapter 1, and it is day 3 for the group stages. We have watched group A versus B, B versus C, and tonight we are A versus C, and we want to see how the teams are going to perform. Nikiangalia pale kwa comment section, everyone has something to tell me about the teams, how the teams are playing, and let me tell you something, you are right. Watu wanajeka tu wanapigiwa hapo, si ndio? Anyway, let's get to it. It is game 3 and we are about to begin. So let's go ahead and enjoy the game. All right. So we're locked in. Let's see. Power. Oh, tunaishiwa power. Aya basi, let's go. So that, unanya anapigia kwa hewa. Ai we. And kuna mtu ataumia. Kuna mtu ataumia. Make sure see wewe, alright? But as you can see there, the teams are making their way into their landing spots, and the zone is very much tricky. You can see where Rex Squad is on that far western side. Yani wametulia hapo, wamesema wataki mambo ya fujo sana. Wanataka tu kutulia, wakuje kwa vita baadaye. But INHAIL Tempo on the other side, wanapatana na the MTF team, and they are losing numbers 1 by 1 already. Three of their teammates have been taken back to lobby. Jogo there has to really hold it out, otherwise the team will be going back to lobby a little bit too early. So as they do that, let's take a quick look at Prime Esports and what they are up to as of now. We have Nex, Naruto, and the teammates. They have Prime Esports player Ethan. They're waiting for them by the edge, and they are really waiting to see how this goes. If you're watching the live stream, it has a delay. It usually has a 3 minutes delay. So yes, uko nyuma kidogo, the fight is already ongoing. But so far, we have Prime Esports there. When we lose numbers mapema, that is true. But of course, they can easily come back if they just avoid this and try and get the revive. But unfortunately, the knocked teammate is very far out, and getting that revive will be a very big risk. Now, Naruto is trying to get the jumps happening here, trying to see how he's going to spot the team there as they take on the fight. But they're not really spotting them just yet. They're taking their sweet time. MTF, they are being spotted by INHAIL Tempo. Seems like Jago's plan is actually working out. But Milta waiting by that edge. Not even Milta, sorry. Gatka. Uko hapa. Okay, so they know they know he's there. Demolish is still down on his knees there. Oh, Ethan just got Naruto all the way back to lobby. La Howley. We need to see the fight there, but as we wait on that, Jago here is basically in the hot spot right now. Players from NTF know of his location. Mole is getting cooked up there, and Molly goes in. He's not cooked just yet, but he gets distracted, and Shelby will be getting that elimination. Usikwe timu ya kwanza kufinywa inaumanga. So let's see what's gonna be happening here next. Already they have also lost a player, that is Naruto. As you can see there, Flo Junior 11. I thought it was Njiri. Usimambe nilimita vibaya, guys. I have a very bad habit, and it seems like I don't know how to pronounce people's names. Bro, kwani Sunday Safaricom haifanyangi? Boy, just switched off my OBS for no reason. Peleka upuzi yuko bana. He's not just seated. Woo! Prime Von there being spotted. He goes down there. Beautiful flag there coming from next Mikey. He's in the back, and he gets that fast knock on Vaughn. That means Ethan here will be sandwiched. You can see the players going in for that push back by Skelly Metumiwa, and they're finally going in. Ethan, the revive will not be taking place, but as you can see next player, they are going in for that push by there, the base, and the first player goes down. Ethan, you need to confirm that, but then he goes outside, and Mike also trying to go in for that push. Ethan very much ready. The pre-fire is good, but the shotgun is better, and Mike will be taking the last player all the way back to lobby, and Prime Esports has been eliminated a little bit too early in that game. Now looking at team 23 there, we have Mkali's team, that is 44 Ganush, and they're already getting that fast knock on the players from TikTok Esports. We have SNT Simp on that hill. Depending on how he decides to take on this fight, Mkali might just be on the losing end in case SNT decides to third party the fight. He is going a little bit too open on that high ground, but let's see what his plan is right now. I mean, anything could happen. It's anyone's game right now, so how you do it all matters with how you play the game. So let's see. We can see Mkali getting the taps on that side. Let me see. I think the live is back, right? But Safaricom likes playing with my emotions. Just down igani man. Haina ile. It is what it is, right? So Rush Esports, they seem to be having an early fight as well on their side there. They're getting eliminations, at least 4 eliminations to their name. I believe that is Baba Hakim's team that has been eliminated by Rush Esports. And as the zone closes in, you can see teams like TYCOONZ Esports around Yesnaya, Poliana are playing it a little bit safe. We have teams around Mansion. We have NXG. They're also playing there a little bit safe. They do not want to take on fights just yet, so they're going to be moving slow with that blue zone. We have Deadly Clan also making their way into that safe zone. Rush Esports as well, leaving Milta will be the best thing to do right now. So teams like Team Secret in that safe zone, MTF still holding Gatka, but a place like Georgiapol is very much crowded. 3 teams on this side. We have the SNTs, we have TikTok, and we also have 44 Ganush. So let's see what 44 Ganush plan is going to be up to in this game. What is their strategy, which teams are they looking to engage against, and what is their plan when it comes to the games. But then so far so good. We have them making their rotations, Mkali and the team they're rotating, and it seems like Next is also third party in the fight, but then TikTok spots them, and you have one of the teammates there being knocked. Amazing spray there from Easy, and right now the players from 44 Ganush are aware. They saw the kill feed, they saw someone getting knocked, but they are somehow not engaging in that fight. Hakim down on his knees, the revive and needs to get to happen actually before the players from SNT third party there. We can see Simp, they're getting this sprays. The damage is good. Hakim needs to get revived there. NEX, sorry. Mike, they're being spotted. Amazing reflex from Sukuna. He actually gets that knock on Mike, and Mkali says Maliza Uyo, and of course he goes in for the fast vehicle, and they do not stop there. Sukuna is still down on his knees. Hakim finally revived, and now I don't know what Mkali's plan is going to be, because getting that revive is going to be close to impossible, and he does the best thing that he can do, and that is avoid getting that revive that open. Next they're going in for that fast. Mkali making sure he can get a better view of what is happening there, and they do not want to stop this. Yeah, beautiful up there from Mkali. Mkali. Beautiful taps there from Kali. Well played there with the mini 14. It does scare the team from NEX, but unfortunately the teammate there will be thirsted and the revive will not be happening. Now when you look at 44 and Ganush here, they're making their rotations. They want to build that safe zone. Boomerang are getting chased to the vehicle there. Boomerang, habari yako. Lobby, here he goes, and you have the fly there from next. The damage from the vehicle jump is really high. Hakim, they are getting damage, and we have him getting knocked there. Mkali with a couple sprays, and we have next there one of them being knocked on that is floor. The other one very much low. Yahya Mkali, you need to get a grenade happening there. Kobe is in place, and the nade goes in, and we might be seeing a Kobe on Yahya, but then he moves, but Mkali goes in on time, and there we have it. Mkali does save his team at the right time here. Last time, yesterday, he was not able to do that, but today Mkali is back. Is back. We nikubaya yo wow. Yani hata siamini hiyo ni vita imehappen hivyo. I don't believe it. What? God damn. Umeona vitu zikipangwa hivyo? Umeona vita ikipangwa hivyo wewe? Well played there from Kali. I think that is an amazing save for his team. And now Kenya may happen ni kitu nilikwambia. Those are the words coming from Kali right now. Sorry. Carbohydrate is a must. But let's see. So as you can see right now, CG3 is also making their way into that safe zone. They want to play it safe. IGL's in the building as well. They do not want to take on any early fights just yet. Rush Esports are getting a very slow rotation as well on their end here. Deadly Clan, Namich, Manu, Dead, and Gojo. It's gonna be a good one. Let's see how this is gonna be happening. Are we gonna be seeing any fights, or is gonna be GGs coming from the teams here? But if I'm being honest, kuna watu wameiva game hii Kenya. You know, kuna siku mtu alinipata kwa game akasema Mitch twende 1v1 because I had the ultimate influencer title. My friend, I'm just a content creator. Skills ziko nje ya choo. I was like, hey, bro, I don't do 1v1. Say, no bro, you ultimate influencer niko kijana wewe. Acha kunisumbua. Because they just make content of how they got Mitch. Bro, I know I'm noob. Just relax. I don't want to play, you know. But then when you look at the Kenyan scene, we actually have real talented esports players, going from people like Blade, Arnie, Mahiri, Swashi, Shaki, Spiky, and I could name like 30 people from Kenya that are really into that, you know, esports scene. Well, then have Remontada sporting the deadly player there, beautiful sprays, then doesn't really connect just yet. Kijana amepiga tu nyasi, na nyasi hata ijaumia hata kidogo. Another player passes by, that is Manu, but Remontada will be going down on his knees. Luckily for him there, he misses that by a small margin, and he will be surviving that for now, but then he has to be very much careful, otherwise he will be going back to lobby if he's not careful with how he's taking on the fight. As you can see, Rex got there sporting Deadly Clan. Mitch is there to save the day. He's not going to be taking any fights. He's going to be playing it slow, and if I'm being honest, if Boad, hey, it's gonna be let's see. The zone is about to close in. They're going towards that western side. I think teams like Comies are also holding it tight there by the edge of the zone. They're probably focusing on getting just a chicken dinner. Eliminations will find their way around the game as they play, but for now I think the chicken dinner is inevitable. Team Secret taking on Rush Esports. A beautiful cover spray there. We have one of the teammates from Team Secret being spotted getting damaged by Rush Nico. A spray is coming from an off angle there from Rush Chinese guy. But the 911, well played. Does get the first player down. Gunster goes in for that push. And we have Alma still down on his knees there. Sporter still waiting in there. Guns cooking up a grenade. Or might just be a Kobe. Sporter retreating from that area. Luckily for him, he misses that by a very small margin. He was about to get Kobe'd, but he'll be surviving for now. His teammate, unawezaje kuwa uko safe unaingia kwa moto? Unawezaje kuwa unaona ile phrase ya English people ya out of the pan into the fire? Exactly. It is the exact definition of that statement. But I mean, there we have TS Babu, last player from Team Secret, a grenade in his hand. Why? The players are beneath you, and Babu is getting pushed there. DBS in his hand there, beautiful FPP view. But will he be able to get anything? Hey! He gets nothing, and the team player that is Babu will be going back to lobby now. Rex got on the other side there. They're having some fights on their end, getting a couple of eliminations to their name. One elimination, and the game's about to come to an end. I think Rex Squad should start farming those eliminations. Jukidogo wako mbali sana, and they need to do something about it. Yes, beautiful tap from Mkali. That's my goods. Let's go, Harun. Niliambia mwambie Mkali tuende 1v1 nionyeshe nani mnoma. Nionyeshe nani mnoma na amtaki. Amtaki. Mimi ni deadly. Bora moja afunikwe macho. But as you can see, call me immortal. We have him there taking on a fight, already taking some knocks towards Kali's team there. We already have a team there being knocked and thirsty. Sukuna is in lobby as well. So right now, two of the players are remaining from 44. Ganush IGL's also making their rotations there around. Where we have the Call Me team, beautifully done there. And we have U7 getting a knock on Akido. They might be able to get a thirst up in there, but as you can see, U7, they might just be taking on a number. Call Me Esports have lost a player already. Now the zone is very much not in favor of the teams right now. They need to make their rotations. A team like Call Me Esports is very much safe, but then not for long, because they have a lot of teams that are trying to third party them. U7 on that eastern side or the northern side of where we have Call Me Esports, we have 44 and Ganush, and right there by that northeastern side as well, there is another team, and I believe they will also be exposed to third party fights. I don't know about IGLs. They have a lot of fans there in the comment section. I keep on telling you that, and they are somehow I don't know. There's someone not having it, yeah? There's someone not having it. They're Deadly Clan. They're also having a fight on their side, and I want to see what Deadly Clan is up to. But as you can see, IGL was able to get a knock there. I cannot see Deadly on my kills, but as you can see there, now Mitch is the last person standing. It comes to the name. Mitch itself carries some weight, and as you can see, the revive there on Manu is finally happening there. The grenades are getting cooked up, but they're not really getting any Kobe's. The Rush Chinese man going in for that push. Now Mitch will be exposed. The vehicle passes by. He doesn't really get a knock just yet, but he has to be very much careful. Rush Esports, a grenade in his hand. If he does it well, it's gonna be a Kobe. Now Mitch, they played it safe. 911 closing as well. Their guns is in the building. A Kobe on Manu, but now Mitch is still safe and still hiding, and they spot him there. 911 gets the last player from Deadly Clan, and just like that, Deadly Esports, they will be going back to lobby. TikTok Esports, let's look at Zaylee and Akram. Zaylee's down. Ooh, they're well played from SNT. They're getting them up there. Akram trying to go in for that push, and Estolf Kane is on there. The players from SNT, Simber, he is getting exposed there. Akram trying to do something with Estolf Kane. He's the only person standing from his team. A beautiful grenade, might just suffice, and he gets it in his hand. One, a beautifully cooked grenade can give him what we call a Kobe, but the nade doesn't really connect. But we have third parties there from Rush Esports. Akram has to be very much careful. The players from Rush spotting him. They do get the damage on the guy, but then the grenade from Akram does connect. It is a Kobe. SNT, one player down. Rush Esports coming in with that push there. They want to do something, and that is pressure SNT. So right now, Akram has to be very much careful. The revive is happening on the Shark. Come on, Akram. If you have earphones, you can hear them in that Shark. He doesn't miss. He misses that there. He goes for that to get his hand, and we have him wiping out the team that is SNT, and Akram will be surviving that for now. Now, when you see what is happening there, Remontada and Rush Esports, the third time in a row. I don't know. Sijui nani ni nani. Rush Esports, Rex Code wamekuwa akipigana back to back. And we have Remontada. Does get exposed there. Big man does that party. And he goes down. That means TYCOONZ Esports is in the game as well. And they're still basically noticing the teams. They're Rush Esports making the rotations. I don't know about them there, but then Rex Squad is also receiving pressure from TYCOONZ Esports. They have been able to get some cover, but not for long, because 911 is about to call the ambulance, because on the Rex Squad right now, they are exposed to Rush Esports, and it's gonna be a good one if they are able to get some eliminations happening there. Rush Nico tries to get the sprays. Nothing is really connecting just yet. Rex Squad still holding it down. MTF surviving. People are surviving, and I'm like, god damn, can it leave a game when? Is it story Rich? Is it story Danny? But I mean, let's get to it. Rexco, they're still surviving in the open field. TYCOONZ Esports holding a compound. They're feeling good about that for now. We have Team 12 on that right side. That is NGX 777. And unanya Bumblebee unaonekana hata ikiwa kwa shimo. Bona. God damn. Oh, what? What Fanganusha goes in for that which boomerangs down there. Mkali's trying to do something. Rush Esports getting knocked one by one by Mkali. He's not stopping there. But then unfortunately for Mkali, doesn't have the numbers. And Rush Esports, they will be able to eliminate 44 Nganush from the game. But if they had the numbers, Mkali was doing a number. He was able to get one player. But unfortunately for him, he didn't have the numbers to survive. 7 teams remaining. We are in that 5th phase of the zone. The zone is getting smaller. And I can tell you for a fact, some teams will not be making it into that safe zone. Now, MTF Esports, they have been spotted. Rex Squad is there. A little bit close to where they are in that safe zone. They're not able to go inside just yet. But I will see. Space there from Smokes. He does try to get some space happening on Rex Squad, but then they have to be careful. A team on that right side, TYCOONZ Esports, call me Immortal. See that there's a fight there, and we have people getting knocked on that side of team 13 and 15. That's what CG3 Esports is up to the sprays and looking up quite good. CG3 trying to get some knocks there. Beautiful spray there from Legal. One player goes down from CG3. He does try to get another spray there. Why did Call Me Legal stop? Hiya. He had a very good... Okay, the zone is closing in. So we have the players from CG3. They will be trying to make it into that zone. Same to Call Me Esports. They're trying to make their rotations into that safe zone. It is not easy. They're getting exposed to a lot of third parties. But let me tell you something minor. It is not as easy as it looks there. We have the players from Call Me Esports. They're making their way into that drop. They will be staying there for a while. Fishery does get spotted. And they'll be eliminated as well as Legal. Mahiri is still in the game. Which team is Mahiri playing for? Bro, is Mahiri in any team he wants to be in? Mahiri? Mahiri? Ebu nanja 10 tuko na uende huko kabisa. But so far, we have NGX. They're trying to get some sprays there towards Rush Esports. Already one of the teammates, Rush Chinese guy. Hey, Rush Esports wako na 17 kills. Boy, if Rush Esports gets 20 kills in a chicken dinner, itabidi 500 ingie kwenye Embazer. Oh my days. Anini kesho. Leonile. Asmaye kesho siyo Rush Esports. I mean, Rush Esports wako hapo too. They have the kills, but the zone is making it very much impossible for them to survive. NGX is holding that high ground. They're using the roof to make sure their view is very much clear and they can see the teams from all angles. But as you can see on this other side, there we have MTF Esports taking on TYCOONZ Esports. Third parties every single side. Demolish trying to heal up there. TYCOONZ Esports also losing numbers to the zone, and MTF Esports will be saying goodbye to the game because the zone is not here to mess around with anyone. Rush Esports, they're losing numbers as well. Grenades are coming to their side. They got Mahiri goes in for that push. Then GX gets to eliminate Rush Esports. Another day, another story. Oh my days. Another day, another crisis. Watu wa Rush Esports wana 500. Rush ni nini mbaya. These two teams are making it hard for Rush Esports to enjoy free money. But I mean, in a kawaii tournament, sometimes the game doesn't go as you plan. But then you have NGX there, TYCOONZ Esports. One player is already down. Logic is the only person standing. And Molly goes in. And I'm not sure if they will be able to get that revive easily without being pressured by Logic. Yo! Quadin Kesho. GG's, there we go. Game number 3 in Erangel is done. In first place, we have NGX with a total of 10 eliminations. Second place, TYCOONZ Esports, 4 eliminations. Third place, we have Rush Esports with a total of, guys, hesabu na mimi, please. Naomba. Guns, 9. Nico, 1. Iyo ni 10, right? Rush 911, 5, 15. Rush Chinese Ching Chong, 4. Tunaongezea kwa 15, 19. 19 eliminations for Rush Esports. Fourth place, you have MTF with 5 eliminations. Fifth place, you have CG3 with 5 eliminations. 6, we have Call Me Esports, 5 eliminations. 7, have Rex Squad with 1. 8, we have 44 Ganush with 5. 9, we have TikTok with 5. 10, you have U71. 11, SNT2. 12, IGL1. 13, Deadly Clan 0. 14, NXG 0. 15, Team Secret 0. 16, Next 5. 17, Baba Hakim's Team 0. 18, Prime Esports 1. And 19, INHAIL Tempo 0. Going a lot for this game, we have none other than Rush Guns, 9 eliminations to his name. Best companion 2 rescues, you have NGX DeMarco, and then finisher with the final elimination, Unity Blaster. Guys, mtu aende achukue guns awekele hapa aekele guns kwa kifua ambie guns usiogope. Like guns atakuja kwa DM yangu kunyangelesha baya. Anyway, Rush Esports, I'm actually a big fan of Rush Esports. The good thing is I always jam, even if I say that. So Rush Esports, you guys can do better. You need to farm that chicken dinner. You can do it. Just get that chicken dinner, all right? But then big shout out there. I mean, some teams are really stepping up to the challenge, and a team that has already stepped up to the challenge is NGX. They have been able to get themselves a winner chicken dinner, and they have been able to sustain their glory. Well, I believe, guys, that is it for game number 3. We have 2 more games to go. Miramar and Miramar. Rush Esports, you can still do it. 44 Ganush mkali anabeba sana team, Kila mtu step up to the challenge and do something, all right? Every single team right now, you need to do something about how you're handling the games, right? For now, let's take a quick break. Like, share, hit the sub button. You'll be really doing a good job on my live stream. So, for now, let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back for game 4. right, and we're back. Fourth game of the night. Excuse me. And looking at the flight path right now, it is going from Petrona all the way to La Cobreria. And we are yet to see the best of the teams when it comes to participation and how teams can perform. Uh, uh, Wait. Okay, good. So looking at the safe zone, so the game decides to go on that northern side of Miramar, and I believe the teams here will be forced to really figure out how they're going to be going from La Petrona all the way, not La Petrona, but from Petrona all the way to La Cobreria, Water Treatment, Hacienda del Patron, those places, because some of the teams actually landed in places like Petrona. You can see some of them are already losing numbers. TikTok team, they're taking on a fight. They're already losing players as well. TikTok team iko wapi? Where is the TikTok team? A little bit too early take on fights. As you can see, we have Zaylee. Hey, so Zaylee, they're getting pushed. Oh shoot, I forgot I put a lot of audio on my headphones, sorry. But of course they're getting pushed there. We can see Zaylee, there has been knocked down. She's been the last person standing. Wow! Yahya say the GG's. TikTok team there has been eliminated, and an emote to finish the story and the fight against the TikTok team. They're well played from next Yahya, though they have lost 2 players in that fight. So as you can see, a place where we have INHAIL Tempos, we have also a team really close to them, that is a CG3. Prime Esports also taking on, I think that is Baba Hakim team 22. Prime Ethan, they're getting a couple of knocks to their names. So let's see what Prime Esports is to as of now, because they also have NGX also right next to them there, and Prime Freak is going in for that push. Prime, second time they're making mistakes with their push there. NGX 777 will be spotting them. He wants to go in for that push that is Born, and Prime Ethan is getting damaged, but then Lucky is there. Ethan does get cover from Born, and 777 does get eliminated. Prime Esports 4 eliminations to their name as well. A little bit too early in the game if you ask me, but that is actually paying off for them. All right, I don't know if that has increased my mic volume, because I realized that the game is louder than me as well. So I hope I have increased the mic volume and not the OBS volume. I don't know why I'm telling you guys all that, but yeah. So guys, in the comment section, how is everyone doing? How is KPL taking you? What are your thoughts on the competition in KPL right now? Do you see the teams are improving? Do you think they're doing a good job? Do you think they're really putting on a fight, putting the best foot forward? Their skills are looking sharp, or the teams need a little bit more time to practice, improve how they handle fights? What do you think about that? You can engage in the comment section. Do not usiboeke chat with me. I will definitely respond to you. But then so far so good. The games are doing great. The games are doing great, and people are not stopping. People are doing a good job. So let's see what's gonna be happening here. Let me just pause this for a second. Hatutaki vitu mingi zikuwe zina run kwa background, live izimike. Oh, trauma guys, give me a second. I put something here. Okay, think I'm all set now. All good. So let's see what the teams are up to. What are we going to be expecting? Which teams are going to be dominating? Already we have a team that has been taken back to lobby. That is TikTok and Baba Hakim's team. They have been taken back to lobby, but the zone is about to shift there. We have teams from La Benita. We have TYCOONZ, ESPORTS, Picado. We have Nexus. What, bro, that name, bro. Nisame. Where we have Rush Esports, we have IGL as well. We have Team Secret getting a snipe there on Call Me Esports. And on this side of where are we right now, La Cabrera, we have 3 teams at least. We have Team Secret. We have, which other team is here? We have Call Me. And we also have Rex Code in the building already. Remontada there has been taken back to lobby. We can't see the push. And these nuts is ready to take them down. Remember, Call Me Esports is very much low. We can see the HPs from here. But then these nuts will be going in for that push. He is ready to take them down. And one player goes down there. Team 13 will be losing numbers again. This time round 2 Rex Squad. And they have to be very much alert. Otherwise, they will be getting very early drops in their team. And overall ranking will go down for their team right now. Homies, they're also making their way into that safe zone. Yo, these nuts goes down. We have them also trying to go in for that thing that is Call Me Immortal. They're playing it safely as they're letting Team Secret do it for them. Pana. Hey, Rex Code. Hey, La Howli. No one takes esports today. Oh, one takes La Cabrera. That's their drop spot. Okay, I didn't know that. But let's see what Call Me Esports is going to be up to. Their Team Secret. They're lucky. The Call Me's were there and they were able to eliminate Rex Squad. So now they'll only have to go against them. And already Call Me's are also were able to get some utilities. Though one of the teammates there is yet to heal up. Call Me Mafia is also trying to get the wide flank here. But the thing is, what he doesn't know is that one of the teammates there from Team Secret, Nomi, is very much close to him, and one small mistake they will be forced to go back to lobby, unfortunately, if they are engaging in any early fights. So then have IGL there. One of the teammates, that is Uzi, has been knocked and dusted. We have the team that is Rush Esports very much close. I mean, firepower ya Rush may improve. That's something we can agree. But ikikuja pale kwa decisions, I think they're not making the right calls. They can easily give us chicken dinners. Oh, that grenade from Guns was actually perfection. The damage on Zack is very good. But as you can see, their Guns is trying to go in for that push. Yeah. Is going to be a very interesting a ton of events here right now, if I'm being honest. If Rush Esports is able to take on IGL, and IGL fans there in the comment section will be very much disappointed with how this turns out. What do we think about Call Me Esports? Well, for Call Me, when it comes to the Africa Weekly community matches, I see them winning every week. That means that it's a team that does play together a lot. I just don't know the way they're taking the fights here in KPL a little bit too early in the game. They have teamwork. That is something I can approve for Call Me, but I will advise them not to take on the early game fights. They can do slow games because KPL players are very much aggressive. I need to hydrate compared to Call Me, who have better structure. You can see how they're taking on the fight right now. Even let's just go back there and see what Call Me is up to, because already they've been able to take on a Team Secret player. So Team Secret is down 2 players. Call Me Esports has the numbers, but again, if Call Me Esports can avoid the early fights, then I think Call Me can do a really good job in terms of their overall performance. If they just take the time and fight slow and sure, then things can be a little bit different. But if they take on these early fights, then it does go back to that 50-50 situation where you're not even sure if they'll be able to get that chicken dinner or not. So you get me. So it does have a lot of things around it. So it does take time to really get it going for Call Me. Yo, what is that grenade? Call Me Esports need to get a revive. Their legal will be thirsted, and I believe now Call Me Esports is down to just 2 players. So as they do that, I see TYCOONZ Esports is taking on a fight. So let's see what TYC is up to. Where's TYCOONZ? There they are already. They are taking on a fight, and that zone is about to close in. So I believe teams should start moving and get closer to that zone. Most of the teams are already making their way into that safe zone. TYCOONZ Esports, CG3, and INHAIL Tempo are the only teams a little bit too far out in that blue zone. IGL and Rush Esports are still on that back and forth type of fight here. And Zach goes down. That means the only person standing now is Kido. In terms of utilities, he's done and dusted with his last first aid kit. So if he's planning to finish this fight, I think he should do it now or forever hold your peace, because with how it's going, then IGL Kido will be forced to lose at least this fight if anything goes off. So let's see how this plays out there. Kido trying to heal up, trying to get his meds going in. Rush Esports on the other hand, they're also thinking, how are we going to go in for that push? Rush Ching Chong has only 1 grenade, or rather Rush nowadays. If that nade was cooked well, then he should have been able to get IGL. But let's see, we have him there trying to go in for that push. They have to be very much careful. The zone is about to close in. Call Me Esports have done it. They have been able to take on one of the players again from Team Secret. So now 1 player remains standing that side, and that is none other than Alma. So we'll be seeing how Alma does handle this fight there. Mafia, Mafia does get spotted, but as they do that, their Prime Esports being pushed. 2 teams actually where we have Prime Esports. We have seen the 44 Ganush third party. The fight their Prime Freak will be taken back to be Vaughn there with the late cover again. I think Vaughn should really pull up the game here when it comes to covering his teammates. Last game there, we had people in the comment section saying that Vaughn should have been able to cover his teammate more, and that has happened again. That task should not have been confirmed with how they were able to even jump and go outside the fence and still get. What is happening here? Vaughn. Oh, no. Prime Vaughn is down. Prime Ethan is down. Prime Target is trying to get the revive. And NEX, Naruto, and the teammates are aware of that. They know that it is only 1 person remaining. The revive has happened. If that grenade is cooked well, Target spots him, gets a knock on Naruto. Beautifully played there, but the nade almost gets there. We have Prime Target again get a push there. We have him going down. And beautifully played from Ethan. They will be surviving that for now, but then they have to be very much careful. There is a team called 44 Ganush are third part in the fight here. They want to get closer, and maybe, just maybe, Mkali will be going in for that push. The buggy, and it is none other than Tommy Shelby, or should we call him just Mkali, going in for that push. He's trying to drive by, trying to see how we're going to engage in this fight. The teammates are doing the same thing. Sukuna and Hakim getting the rotations going. Boomerang as well going in for that push, and Prime Esports is in the center, and for 44 Ganush, they want to take them down. Hakim has the view here. He can't see the team from above, but he has to be very much careful. The same move was there with Naruto, and he was taken down as well. Target goes outside. A third party, CNT, Sim does get the damage on Hakim. He goes back, he goes down, and just like that, they have been exposed there. Now they are on that loose inside. Sukuna wants to get into that push, but the teammate Hakim here will be thirsted if he does that. If he does focus on the team that is Prime Esports, then of course he will be going back to lobby. But then Sukuna, the nades are going in. Prime Esports, Ethan, last person standing. I don't know if it's going to be able to survive this, because right now 44 and Ganush is angry. They have lost a teammate. They are getting the revive. Mkali is coming in the push there. Thomas Shelby with the jump shot. They want to get in. Mkali with the pre-fires, and he gets one player down. And just like that, 44 and Ganush, they will be eliminating Prime Esports out of the run. GG's. Hey. So there's only shifting. They are going into the northwestern side here. We can see what is really happening. Most of the teams are getting exposed to the third party fights. I don't know, guys, what's happening, but Safaricom is really straining my life. Bro, I don't know if it's Sundays or what, unless ni kwetu peke yake, but Sundays my Wi-Fi somehow doesn't work. From morning till evening, I can't use the Wi-Fi, bro. So it will reduce the live quality. YouTube does that to fit the intensity of the strength of the internet. Surely now, This is too much, brother. Ay. It's giving me a lot of stress, by the way. This Safaricom thing, man. Anyway, let's see how this plays out. So we have the zone, of course, there is closing in, going towards the northwestern side of the zone. Lack of area is still very much safe. So Call Me Esports right now is very much safe. No one is on that side there. But then moving around there, going up in, I don't think that's a good plan. They should just hold that compound and keep quiet and ambush people. To stress. If bad. But let's see how this plays out. We can see the teams there from 40 from them, which they're trying to smoke up the place here. But then Boomerang does get spotted and he gets knocked there. Oh, sorry for going inside the game. He gets knocked. We have U7. They're also taking on a fight on their side. So let's see what's happening on the U7 angle. Already one of the teammates is down. Mood, they're trying to cook up a grenade. TYCOONZ Esports has to be very much careful. Beautiful grenade. And that player is down. Very much low. Mood has to get another one going, or maybe get a push happening on the player. Another grenade flies in. The player is very much 0 HP right now. And Mood is still not pushing him. He just wants to cook more grenades on the player. And this time around it's going to be a Kobe. No, it's not a Kobe. He wasted time on that one. He would have been able to get a Thirst here, unlocking the Thirst on Abdaka, but he wasted the time there, and just like that, the player is down right now. We have the rotation there. We have the player from TYC going in for that push there. Mood is very much damaged, and AUG and there. The PFAs are not looking good, and we have the player that is Mood being knocked down. So an M416, and the grenades are still coming in. But what is happening to U7? Day one, U7 had 2 chicken dinners. Now they don't have those 2 chicken dinners. From Newich. From Newich. But then you have Deadly Clan. They are taking on a fight. I'm going to go where you have Deadly Clan and see what they're up to. Beautiful grenade. Now Mitch has to be careful though. NXG is very much alert. Already one of the teammates there is already down. That leaves only one man standing, Omega. And he will not be moving a muscle. Mina ukuta nikimoja. He's going to be hugging that wall for a while before Deadly Clan goes away. I mean, it's allowed. It's warranted. I mean, hakuna mtu anajali. Do what you got to do to win that chicken dinner or win a part of that prize pool. So of course we have S&T. They will be making their rotations there around the game. Their zone is getting smaller, and we have teams literally on every single side. I don't know about them, but we have the S&T. They're sporting CG3 Esports. The sprays are looking good. Rocky, they are being quite damaged. Bro, look at my MS spiking. Mind you, it's not even the room MS. It's my internet. My internet is just not stable. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's fine to enjoy the game. Let's enjoy the game. We have their NXG Omega. He's just holding the wall there, very much stagnant. He doesn't want to change or even breathe loudly because the people will hear him, and maybe going for that push. Rush Esports are also holding it tight. I mean, this is Miramar for you. There's nothing to say. All we can do is wait for that last zone fight. Let me see. Give me a second. Comments zilipotea. How did the fight of Call Me go? Please show me. Well, I just showed you that. Patel, where were you? Patel, where were you when people are watching that fight? They literally watched it. But you can rewind. It's a YouTube live stream. You can rewind it. CG3 losing numbers. 44 Nganush wako kazi sahi. 4 eliminations to their name. Call Me Sports is still in the game. In the game here, we have INHAIL Tempo taking on a fight. So let's go where they are right now. S&T Simba very much distracted every single time. I tell you guys, do not get distracted. Get new earphones. Do something about it and survive. But then you have East there going in for that push, and we have S&T being wiped out by one player because they did not have good earphones. Now TYCOONZ Esports as well is trying to close in, win that fight. They want to be in at the center to get something for their team, and as you can see, they are making their rotations. They want to get closer to where we have the team's players from in INHAIL Tempo. We can see Jagor. They are very much close. So let's look at Jagor. Jogo hapo kwenye yako atagongwa. Kuna TYC wanapita karibu. But let's see what 44 Nganush is up to. I mean, you can see Mkali and the teammates, they're not really willing to take on a fight. They have improved. Jana, game 1, game 2 za Miramar zote, they were the first team to be eliminated. But this time round, wametulia, wamekuwa na composure. They're getting eliminations, so they're doing a good job. So, wako sawa. 9 teams still standing. Rush Esports still in the game. This time round, IGLO ametulia. IGLO, IGLO. Spotter had to go and write Nimbaya. Oh, Nimbaya, why? Work hard, Habibi, work hard. Put in the work, Usifinyo ovyo, usifinyo kama mimi. I keep on telling you guys, people playing KPL have practice. If you've not practiced, then sijui nani atakusaidia, by the way. Sijui. Utaendelea tu kuonanga dust. But for now, let's see what's really happening here. Let's see if we are going to be having any fights happening or not. But most of the teams are playing it safe. They're avoiding the fights as much as they can. Because, I mean, if they get exposed, they get knocked and thirsted. No one in KPL is knocking and listening to stories. They're not asking you, hey, una rank. No. They're knocking and thirsting you. So with that zone closed, you are in that 5th phase of the zone. You can see all the teams are making their rotations into that safe zone. Rush Esports are doing their usual rotations with the vehicle. Deadly Clan, on the other hand, they're watching the fight. They can see Team 22. Baba Hakim has been spotted, and Deadly Gojo does get the knock. Ace Jackie very much open as well. They can at least bury the player, but they have not taken that opportunity well, and they have missed that shot. Now, Call Me Esports is still holding it tight there. They're not really willing to take on a fight just yet. They're waiting for the opportunity to rise, and then maybe they can take on a fight. But it is not looking easy. So right now we have the players from Deadly Clan. We have them. Oh no, CG2 Rocky coming in the back there. Big man. Watu wanunue earphones. Buana. TYC Sports, they're trying to make it into that safe zone. I mean, Rocky will be able to get at least more knocks there. We can see the players from TYC literally in front of him. He's not able to engage just yet. He actually engages, and Logic does get the elimination. Call Me Esports. They can't see Logic. They spray him and they take him down. Actually, they need to back before people steal it, and they do exactly that. So Call Me Esports right now is having a good time. They are enjoying the third parties. They're enjoying the free eliminations. Rush Esports holding the compound. MTF Esports will be another free kill party, but 44 Nganush will be going back to lobby on Rush Esports push. So right now we have INHAIL Tempo. They have a team right in front of them, that is TYCOONZ Esports. Probably we'll be seeing we'll see a lot of Kobe plays here and there, a lot of grenades connecting 1-2-1-2. But let's see if that's gonna be the case. So far we have that zone about to shift. Rush Esports is very much by the edge of that zone. I'm not sure if they will be able to hold it for long. If the zone decides to shift, then Rush Esports will be forced to go a little bit open here just to make it into that safe zone. You can see it's a whole open field where they have to run all the way to the other side. TYCOONZ Esports, they have been spotted. Spray is going towards the side. The Abdaka is trying to see where are these players. Call Me Esports is playing very silent, and they are not exposing themselves that just yet. TYC Abdaka has a chance of knocking Fike, but then he doesn't really do that. He goes in for that push. He jumps in front of Fike, and he'll be going down on his knees and back to the lobby immediately. Now the teammate is trying to go in for that push. That is Butcher trying to go towards Fike. He tries to get the shotgun happening, but then GG's. That will not be the case. TYC Esports have been eliminated. MTF trying to make their way into the zone. Call Me Esports seeing them on the side here. They can easily get the knocks there. Call Me can do better. The MTF team is literally in front of them. The kills are literally 3 kills, and Groot is not getting thirsted. Demolish is there, and Call Me Esports gets the last player there from NTF. Well played. Finally, they did spot them. Now, look at the team like Deadly Clan. The zone is not favoring them, but then they see Call Me Esports and they get that knock immediately. So now all they need to do is make the rotation into that safe zone. Rush Esports are making the rotation as well. The zone actually shifted, and they have to get closer. I told you about the zone shift. The zone shift. I told you about it. Now Rashnad is going in for that push, uses the vehicle to try drive-by to see if he can get any goodies with that drive-by, but then nothing is there, and he misses that opportunity. Now Deadly Clan is also trying to make their rotations into that safe zone. Call Me Esports literally in front of them. They're not engaging. They're not spraying them. They're just smoking the area. They were taking the revive, and the players go in. Call Me Esports, beautiful sprays. 3 players go down. Amazing play there. here from Call Me Esports. Deadly Clan, you do not serve people free eliminations. I mean, if you give me free chicken, who's gonna stop me from eating you, right? Not you, eat. Right? So basically what happened here is that Deadly Clan gave Call Me Esports free eliminations and they were able to get them. Now Deadly Dead, they have been the last person standing from his team. Rush Esports finally will be getting that long awaited chicken dinner, and Deadly Dead will be going down on Hemo Sprays. Immortal trying to make his way into the safe zone. Rush Guns literally in front of him there. The vehicle drive-by is here. Gun Sports Immortal, and finally Rush Esports winner chicken dinner finally finds Rush Esports. But then when it does, here's what happens. They don't have 20 kills. Ay! Inauma, man. Inauma. So there we go. Rush Esports gets the chicken dinner for the fourth game of the night with a total of 10 eliminations to their name. Second place, you have INHAIL Tempo. They have a total of 7 eliminations. Third place, you have Call Me Esports. They have 9 eliminations to their name. Fourth, we have Deadly Clan. Hey, Deadly alikuwa kazi. Oh, Deadly actually, if they did well, they could have gotten more kills. If they got a chicken dinner, angekuwa na pesa ya bure, right? But I mean, it happens there. Deadly Clan, they do get that fourth place with a total of how many eliminations? 8 eliminations to their name. 5, you have MTF's eliminations. 6, you have TYCOONZ with a total of 7 eliminations. 7, you have 44 Ganush with 4. 8, you have CG31. 9, you have Ace Baba Hakim with 0. 10, you have NXG1. 11, you have SNT1. 12, you have U70. 13, you have Prime Esports 6. 14, you have Team Secret 3. 15, you have IGL's 1. 16, Next with 6. 17, we have Rex Code with 2. 18, we have NGX with 0. And 19, we have TikTok with 2 eliminations. Going lot for these games with 5 eliminations, you have Call Me Mafia. Best companion with 3 rescues, you have KKG Fishray. And finisher with the final elimination, we have Rush Hemo. Well, I believe that is it for game number 4. Rush Esports, you finally got yourself a chicken dinner, but you only have 10 kills. Where are the other 10 kills? Yeah, mapita tu hivyo bado sijali. Apana ogopa. Relax. You have another game to go. One more game to go in Miramar. Maybe they can get 20 eliminations in the chicken dinner. Who knows? Well, all you have to do is wait for that game to come, and then now we can be the judge of that. For now, let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back after the break to see how the teams perform in the last game of the night. BRB. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I was talking to myself. Anyway, we are back again for the last game of the night, that is Miramar. And as usual, it's about to be absolute cinema. I don't know how best Kalon joined alone, but zingine we nakuwa hivyo. Sasa unajipata uliingia game pekee. Oh, si jali, just camp and enjoy the game. There we have Rex taking on a little bit of an early fight here. INHAIL tempo player Fike being pushed there by what's this name? I think you guys should tell me what this name is. But we have him there going in for that push. One of the players that is East already has been taken down. And they're still looking to go in for that push. They want to take on INHAIL tempo. All the players one by one. Another one almost goes down. Mayo. The public saw that. The public saw that. The public imeona bwana. The public has seen. Alright? But usijali. Whoa, why can't I see anything? Why can't I move from these nuts? Sorry about that, guys. So Fike goes down as well. Seems like God of War is here with a comeback, and they're still trying to go in for that push. The ball is also trying, but then God of War is not stopping there. So he's still going in for that push. Another one goes down, and Remontada and the teammates will be eliminating INHAIL tempo from the game a little bit too early. Now here's the thing. So the zone is not yet moving, so the teams have time to think about their rotations. You can see where the zone is there in Picado, and as you can see, give me a second. Okay, good. All right. I'm back like I never left. Just give me a second. Nakumbuka na stream na kitu inataka kulia ka generator. So I have to close unnecessary tabs. By unnecessary tabs I mean your chats. I think I'm good to go now. Okay, all good. So let's see how the game plays out there. We can see already TikTok there has one of their teammates is already down. Akram goes down as well. Zayli trying to do something about this. They're trying to get the sprays happening, but then the players from NGX are really giving a hard time there. So let's see how the push happens actually. Let's see if he will be able to take on that fight a little bit too early in the game. There we have TikTok player is still down on his knees here. The revive might just not happen because Shakur is going to be confirming that knock, taking that player back to lobby. Now here's the thing, the games are just getting started. People are getting exposed to unnecessary fights. It is an early time to get on those early knocks, but of course we have some teams that are comfortable with that, and if your team is comfortable with that, then who are we to judge you on that? So let's go where Call Me Esports is as of now, because already we have the players from Team Secret being able to knock one of them. Mafia is down. Of course, they will be making him go back to lobby. Call Me can easily finish this game, right? Because Porta is the only person standing. Wow, well played, Immortal. But then they have to be careful because RC is literally above them, and you can see Uncle there trying to get them sprays happening towards the players there. I think 44 Ganush is losing numbers. Mkali there, we can see Boomerang has been taken back to lobby. I don't know where they are taking on an early fight. Jimbona mona chukue fight za mapema, but ni sawa, kama ina kubamba wache kubambe ilivyo. MTF are losing numbers. RC Rashana there has been taken back to lobby. MTF Groot has a Swashi literally in front of him, and we do not know if they're going to survive this or not, but let's see. So right now Swashi has to be very much careful. Groot is literally looking at the player. He can easily spray him, but then he chooses not to. He takes the time. Swashi with the perfect reflex does take Groot down, and that means Swashi will be going in for that push. But of course, it's not going to be easy. See that Carissa is also trying to close in on his teammate. They want to go in for that push. They're trying to get the thirst happening, and Carissa decides to drive away. He's the only person surviving from his team, and he will be avoiding that fight completely. Now, when you look at Impala there, we have a team that is IGL, playing it safe. They do not want to take on any fights as they're just doing the late rotations, holding it out there, waiting for teams to make mistakes. Yeah, it can pay off, but not for long. As soon as teams decide to close in, then the fights will start becoming intense and making it into that safe zone. They might just encounter the people who like late zone rotations, just holding it out by the edges and camping it out for guys who are making late rotations. So right now we have MTF Karisa going away, but then where he's going, there is a team there, and let me tell you something, Nikubaya, he will not like what will happen next. So far, we don't really have any teams there taking on any fights. As you can see, most of them are making their rotations, and they're just comfortable with not taking on any unnecessary fights. Okay, good. All good, all good. So now with the zone shifting, we are in that second phase of the zone. S&T taking on a fight. We can see some of the knocks happening on their end. Prime Esports leo ni kama game imeanza kuwa ngumu. Sijui ni nini mbaya, but Prime Esports is not really farming anymore. This time around, the games are getting a bit intense for them. And as you can see, there is a team on their left side. They are making a rotation across where they are. S&T Simba's baggy very much damaged, and our player here will also try his level best and not to get knocked just yet. A team like U7, we haven't seen them in their prime. I don't know what's happening to U7. Day one are very aggressive. Now it is looking a bit different. They're not able to do much when it comes to the game. They're just playing it a little bit safe and probably losing fights along the way. We have Call Me Legal already lost two of the teammates. That is Call Me Legal and Mafia. Immortal, they're cooking up a nade, trying to get a pre-nade happening on NEX. That nade would actually be good. It actually lands near the player from NEX, but then doesn't really connect there. You can see them cooking up nades, and all we can say, Immortal, you will no longer be immortal because the grenades that are getting thrown towards you might just be lethal. He gets another grenade in his hand there. The players are trying to go in for that push, and FPP, no, he was caught off guard from the back, but that nade from the teammate from NEX actually would have helped Immortal's case. Kijana angesaidiwa sana, but let's see what's happening to RC there. We can see one of the teammates, Sharky, is down, and they're still trying to go in for that push. They've actually been able to thrust a big man who actually got a knock on Sharky, but still he was alone. So of course there's nothing he can do other than just go back to lobby and enjoy some maybe warm tea or something. But that will be the end of the road for our friend there. Right now, the zone is about to close in. Prime Esports, they are making their rotations, going towards the safe zone, but they spot a team that is S&T Bastcode. I don't know what Bastcode's plan is gonna be, but as you can see, it's not going anywhere good for S&T right now. They're really not having a good day. Most of the teams today are not having a good day. Is it because it's a Sunday and they're supposed to be resting, but they're playing PUBG Mobile? I think that could be affecting how the teams are playing, right? I know for a fact on Sundays are lazy and slow. Saa zingine unajaribu kufanya vitu lakini unalala tu, unaelewa. So I understand if the game is slow and heavy for people who like to rest on Sundays, but usijali. Don't worry about that. I don't know. Is it opening? Okay. Mnasikia sana hii laptop. I'm literally finding angles to make it stop breathing ni kama inapigwa, but haitaki kuacha. Anyway, let's continue with the game. There we have a team that is IGL. One of the teammates, Uzi, is down. Kido and the teammates have to be very much careful. Rush Esports already got their chicken dinner, but then this time round they're looking for those 20 eliminations, and IGL might just be one of them. Beautiful spray there from Guns. That spray is a perfection. Now Rush Chinese man will be going closer again just to make sure they confirm the eliminations. On the other hand, the IGL players are trying to run away, but as they do that, U7 Esports is right in front of them, and that fight might just be a third party coming their way. So let's see how this goes for the team that is IGL. They do spot a team right in front of them, a very beautiful vehicle. It's pink, Miramar is brown, everyone can see you. I mean, mambo ni mengi, but then Zach, they tried to engage, they tried to get some sprays happening, lakini hazija connect, and he just wasted some ammo there, which is totally okay. We have next team here. The zone is about to shift. You can see them making their way just to make sure they are very much safe. RC holding it down. They do not want to take on fights just yet. NGX, another team playing it quite slow. They are Rex Squad. They were able to eliminate a team. 5 eliminations to their name. Mapema kidogo, but I mean, kama inabamba kwao, hiyo ni sawa. Because if anything will have gone wrong, then sasa tungekuwa tunaona Rex Squad kwa chat wakisema vile watu wana camp. Wanga mbaya. Oh shit. Okay. Sorry. What a break. But so far we have a team Rush Esports are still at 2 eliminations. I don't think wataweza fika 20 eliminations anymore. Hiyo ishaendanga. Hiyo ishaenda. Back to back chicken dinners. Not yet seen, but I think Rush Esports will try and get that. They have already got a chicken dinner in the previous game, so they'll have to look for that a second chicken dinner. So let's see if that's going to be the case or not. But then so far we have a team here, NGX. They have Rex Squad literally in front of them. They're not waiting. We can see the damage there. Rex Squad has been spotted, remontada, knocked and thirsted, and now these nuts has to get a really good Kobe on the team here. Yo. Okay, the nade goes in. It doesn't really get any damage just yet, but it needs to cook up another one. I mean, the team here is very much distracted. They're trying to get the knock on their teammate. That is God of War, who's very much open, but these nuts is not really able to get any knocks on the team that is NGX. Kijana kidogo atakazana, but I mean, kama inaweza. But let's see what is going to be happening there. We have a Rex Squad. They are still trying to get one of the teammates there. But as they do that, let's switch our view here and look at the teams that are already engaging in the fight. I think I've seen someone getting knocked. Manakiwa wapi? Team 4. Team 4 is not, I think, not ready to take on unnecessary fights just yet. Prime Esports are still in the game. RC, they have encountered Rush Esports, and already one of the teammates there, Rush nowadays, has been taken down. He's on his knees, and they need to get the revive there. But then we have a very nice off angle here from 911. Shaki has to be very much careful. Lakini, you've witnessed what Shaki can do, and if 911 is not careful, then he will be going back to lobby as well if he doesn't take his time and do things the right way. But then as you can see here, we have Rush 911 beautifully spraying, and they will be getting some damage there. Alright, so we have a spray there from Sharky. Sorry about that. Sharky actually gets a 911, and RC right now is playing on a fair table. As you can see, Sharky is very much ready to go in for that push. One of the teammates, that is Uncle, is already damaged. So actually 710K there with a push. And actually Baba Hakim's team takes out RC Shaki, and they will be Swashi, and they'll be taking him back to lobby. Now Shaki is trying to go in for that push, trying to get some cover on his teammates. They are exposing themselves. They're very much low. They need to take their time. I don't know what they're gonna do about this, but they need to heal up fast before they confirm that knock. But then they are not stopping. They just want to confirm that knock. Now Shaki has a chance of getting that team wiped out. Rush Esports on the other hand here, they have another team right next to them there. They might be getting some fights around them, so I am not sure if they will be able to survive just yet. But let's see what's going to be happening there. Shaki can easily take on Team 22 if he has the confidence, but he also has to be careful. They have a very nice flag there from Njagi, who's not where the fight is, but then he actually goes back to the teammates. Shaki needs to either move towards his zone or take on that fight right now. He's the only player standing a solo, and he will be forced to take on a trio by himself. Prime Esports taking on a fight there against the NXG. We have TYCOONZ Esports taking on a fight as well. So acha tukimbia hapo haraka kidogo before Shaki decides what to do here. But then TYC, they have been able to get a couple of knocks. They seem to be doing a car chase, but no one is getting chased other than CG3. The test will be happening. So say Zumba's na nini man. CG3 Hermit been taken back to lobby. Looking at the high ground here, we have a team 4 that is a Nex, and they have a team really close to them. 44 Ganush is still in the game. Oh wow, let's see what 44 Ganush is up to right now. Grenades are coming from Kali. Rush Esports right in front of them there. Hemo is literally in the middle, and we can see teams getting closer. Deadly Clan as well is here, and Rush Esports might not be able to get exposed to a very dangerous spray, and they'll be going back to lobby without a chicken dinner for his team. Now the zone is about to close in. You can see Deadly Clan, they are making rotations into that safe zone there. Hemo Sports Deadly dead. He says, I'm gonna take him down with me, and he does that. Hemo getting sprayed by the Deadly Clan there. Hemo exposed himself here. Now 44 Ganush is aware that there is someone here trying to make his rotation. Deadly has all been taken down. Teammates being knocked one by one. Not Muscle Kings, but then 44 Ganush, they can hear some steps there. That is actually Hemo, who's pretty much 0 HP. We have Kali there being pushed by Deadly. Namich, who gets a knock on Kali, and Deadly got the win with the last person there standing right now from the Deadly Clan, trying to get some sprays to connect. They're not really connecting, but the team that is 44 Ganush loses a player, that is Mkali. Third parties every single side. I mean, this is Miramar for you. People come from every single angle, and if they get a chance to take you out, they will do exactly that. So right now, we have NGX verified. They're also trying to make their way into that safe zone. They're doing patiently. U7. We have Team 21, that is NXG Hari, playing it safe. U7 passing by the vehicles. Okay, Prime Esports there, they have a team also getting closer to them, but they're not really taking on any fights just yet. They're playing it safe. They're holding it tight here. They do not want to expose their teams. They just want that chicken dinner. So let's see what the plan is going to be here. We have U7. One of the teammates there being knocked by Freak, and Freak is also getting pushed there. Nest of Kid is on there. That's to get free fires, get damage. One player is down. Freak has to be very much careful. Beautiful cover sprays for the back. The teammate is coming in the sprays, and they're actually going for that push, and Freak takes an opportunity for that distraction and eliminates the last player from the U7 with that S12K. 8 teams remain standing. We have the players from 44 Ganush. They are taking on a fight. Sukuna is down on his knees there. Hakim has to make it into that safe zone. Deadly Gojo on that left side. They want to get the revive. The zone is about to close in. Hakim, that cannot happen. The zone is about to be very much damaging, but he's not letting He's not letting a soldier down. He will be getting that revive and trying to go back to zone. But then Hakim, you're not looking at the zone here. Look at the damage on Hakim. You cannot revive Sukuna and still make it to that zone. Why are you reviving him, bro? Why is he reviving? Why is Hakim reviving? I don't get it, but let's let him have it. Deadly Gojo, they have been the only person remaining from Deadly Clan, trying to run and make it into that safe zone. It's not looking easy. I've seen that the zone is very much damaging. NGX 777 can see Rex Squad. These nuts is literally in front of him, very much in his crosshair, but he is not engaging in that spray at all. Bro, Safaricom inanipi mama. Bro, it just switched off my OBS again, man. Bro, Safaricom inaniuti, by the way. It's annoying me. Baya sana. But so far, we have a fight there happening on the side there. NGX Shakur actually is losing a player that is verified. And as you can see, NGX, there have been, not NGX, NEX have been sandwiched by the NGX and Prime Esports. Beautiful sprays there coming from Shakur. He does get the fast player down. We have NEX Flo Jiri is also there trying to do something about this. Basically, either camp it out or just engage. But as you can see, for now, he is not taking any fight just yet. Prime Esports, they have been able to make the rotations. A grenade there coming from Vaughn, but Vaughn, you have to be very much careful. These nuts can see you from the left there. He's trying to get the space there. He does try to get actually something connecting, but that spray Vaughn needs some chicken to get maybe a good knocks next time. But then that spray was not promising. Luckily for him there, he had a teammate who was also spraying towards the enemy and was able to get that knock. Now Prime Esports are making their way into that safe zone. They want to take on at least a chicken dinner this time round, and they're doing everything they can just to get that chicken dinner. Harry is still holding it out there. We might just be having someone pushing him there with the DBS in his hand. He has to be very much careful. Excuse me. I think what happened here is that the crouch exposed him. Bro, the guy should have just crouched like the head can be seen, buana. But then team 4 there we have Axie. What? Yo, what? When did people get eliminated? I mean, people are getting dropped and I'm not seeing it. But then now Rec Squad has only one player standing, and that is the Rec God of War. He can see a team right in front of him. Disnos is down on his knees, and now he has to be the only person giving the team a chicken dinner. The revive is actually happening there for Prime Esports. They will be able to increase their numbers once more. Prime Vaughn is watching God of War. He's waiting for him to make a mistake and then he'll eliminate him. Probably not, because as you can see, his position is not as exposed as the others. Right now we have God of War, they are sporting Prime Freak. We have Ethan getting up. Freak there being spotted as well. Sprays are looking perfect. God of War there has a really strong spray, and of course he will be taking that rotation with him. He knows the player there was low, but then the baggy here will be his downfall. And as the teammates are trying to get the revive, God of War gets closer. The confidence is good. A grenade is getting hooked up here. Might just be a Kobe, and Ethan has to be careful. The nade is coming quite hot. The play is quite low. The nade goes in. It doesn't really connect just yet. You might be seeing nades from Prime Esports as well, but let's see what God of War is cooking here. Nades going again. Ethan doesn't get revived just yet. Grenades coming from Prime Esports. The damage is there, and we have God of War still surviving, still holding it out here. Nades are not stopping, back to back. They're basically giving him a red zone, and he's going to be forced to engage in that fight. No more utilities, no more grenades. All he needs to do is get into a 1v1. Spoke too soon, and game number 5 is officially done. Prime Esports get the chicken dinner. Not only a chicken dinner, but a chicken dinner with 16 eliminations, almost hitting the 20-point mark, but they don't really get 20 eliminations, but they get a chicken dinner. Well played. Oh my days, I tapped my screen by mistake, but we have second place there, Rec Squad, with almost getting themselves a chicken dinner, but unfortunately because of numbers they were not able to get that chicken dinner. Well, right now going all out for the last game of the night is Prime Freak with 9 eliminations. Best company to rescue is a Prime Freak, and then finisher with the final elimination, Prime Freak. Well, I believe that is it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for everyone who joined the live stream. Congratulations to all the teams that got their chicken dinners. Well, that is it for week 1. It has been an interesting 3 days, so thank you so much for all the teams who've made it very, very interesting, and we have enjoyed. Congratulations to all the chicken dinners, TikTok team, Rush Esports, Prime, all these teams that have finally stepped up, been able to get themselves a chicken dinner, and now it is time for them to go into the second week. I can't wait to see what the results are. As of now, they're actually ready. Only this game results will be added, and then we'll know where the teams are. But for now, it has been your girl, Mitch Gaming. Have yourselves a lovely night, and I'll be seeing you guys. Today is Sunday, right? This week, Friday. Bye.